Welcome guys. In this part of the video, what we're going to learn, we're going to learn 7 properties of squares and square root. So, start writing along with me, guys, quickly. So, one by one, I will reveal what are the properties of the squares and square root. They are very simple. Okay, so start writing immediately. 7 properties of square and square roots. Okay, so property number one. Remember that the end digits of perfect square of perfect square keep writing, guys, keep writing, of perfect square are as follows. So they could be 0, they could be 0 in the unit digit. End digit matlab unit digit. Okay, the unit digit could be 0, or it could be 1, 2 it never come, 3 it never come, 4 it can be 5, or it can be 6, 7, 8 never comes, and then 9. So these are the unit digit. You can just check that out. Like if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we see the unit place, see, look at this. Ones end with 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. Could you see? 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, and 10 square is 100. Now, if you will see over here, there is a relation between this 1 and this 1, isn't it? Between this 4 and 4. Did you notice there is a relation that a 9 and a 9, and then there is 6 and a 6. So these are the only unit places. Okay, so there is no 2, there is no 3, there is no 7, and there are no 8. So this is our property number 2. 2, 3, 7, 8 never comes in the unit place, never come in unit place of perfect square, in unit place or end place, unit place of perfect square number, of perfect square number. Did you got these 2 properties, guys? If you've got it, raise your hand. Yes, fantastic. Immediately write it down. These are 2 properties, right? So they are very simple and very important. So there would be the question based on these properties. What is the question? Just see and tell whether this is a perfect square or not. So what one has to do, one has to check immediately the unit place. If the unit place comes like 2, 3, 7, 8, then that is not a perfect square. So simple, isn't it? Okay, if the unit place is like 104, 569, out of this one number or out of this one digit, then yes, it is perfect square. So simple. You got it, guys? Show thumbs up. Here we finished 2 properties. Let's move ahead with next 2 properties, guys. Okay, what are the property number 3 and 4? Very simple, guys. Very simple. Very simple. Look at this. Property number 3 and 4. So if unit place is 5, or unit place is 5, then the square root is always ending with 5. Okay, what do you mean by that? If the perfect square number is like say 25, or you can say 225, so they ends with always. What is the square root of 25? 5. Square root of 225 is like 15. Square root of 625, so that ends with like 25. So the unit place are always 5. You got it? So these are very simple properties, guys. If unit place of perfect square number, unit place of perfect square number is 1. Look at this. Unit place क्या है? If it's 1, unit place is 1, then the square root may end up as 1 or 9. If unit place is 4, then perfect square root may end as 2 or 8. You understanding? So these are like those various properties. If the unit place is 9, if the unit place is 9 of perfect square number, the unit place may end up as 3 or 7. You got it? If the unit place is 6, the unit place may end up as 4 or 6. So these are all properties. We'll have to just jot down quick. So if the unit place of perfect square number is 1, then the unit place of square root is 1 or 9. Same thing. I'll just copy paste this. 1 second, hold on. If the unit place, 1 second, copy and paste. Okay, what I am copy pasting it right now. 1 second, hold on. Okay, if the unit place is, okay, I'll just remove this cut, and this one also will cut, and this one also will cut, and then I'll just use this continuously. 1 second, I'll just copy paste this sentence over. Okay, so copy, and I'll keep going. Paste. Okay, 1 second, hold on. Now I'll come back to this sentence. I hope you finished this writing some number, I mean property number 4. If the unit place of perfect square number is 1, then the unit of square root could be 1 or 9. I just now showed you, isn't it? If the unit place of perfect square number is 1 or 81, their square root lies over here. Either it could be 1 or 9, isn't it? Same thing. If the unit place is 4, if the unit place number is 4, then the unit of square root number will be 2 or 8. Now how to remember this? Look, they adds up 10. They adds up 10, isn't it? Simple. Next one. We finished fifth property. What is the sixth one? If the unit place of the perfect square number is, let's say, 9, okay, then the square root end up with like 3 or 6. So simple, isn't it? I know. Some people wanted, so please, I'm going to copy paste. Sure, I'll give you the time. I will give you the screen. Hold on for 1 moment. What is property number 7? Keep your hands down at the moment. I will ask you to raise hand. Okay. So if the unit place of perfect square number is, let's say, uh, the unit perfect square is, let's say, 6. We finished 1, we finished 4, we finished 9, and now it says 6. Then they will end up at, okay, 3 and 7 it should have been. Yeah. 3 and 7. Yeah, someone said correct. 3 and 7, not 6. Okay. I forgot that property. They add up to 10. Yes, correct. Someone replied correctly. 3 and 7. If the unit place, because 3 square could be 9 or 7 square could be 49. So that's how they end up as 9. If the unit place is, let's say, we finish 149, which is left 6. If the unit place is 6, then the unit of square root could be 4 or 6. They adds up 10. 6 6 are 36 or 4 4s are 16. That's how they end up as unit place as 6. I hope you got that. Okay, some people are saying, sir, can you zoom out? Yes, I can zoom out. It's so simple. Look at this, guys. This property number 4, 5, 6, 7. They are very simple, isn't it? If the unit place of perfect square number is 1, then the square root or the unit of the square root would be 1 or 9. If the unit place of perfect square number is 4, then the unit place of square root is 2 and 8. If the unit place of perfect square number is 9, then the unit of square root could be 3 or 7. So simple. I hope you understood till here everything. You finished writing, guys? Okay, I have two more properties for you all. Surprise, isn't it? I said it's okay. I'll just write it on those two more properties. I hope you finished, guys, writing till here. One second, hold on. Okay, now two more properties are we will do, and then we will do few sums based on these guys. Okay, so what are the two more new properties? Okay, now if any perfect square, if any perfect square number, if any perfect square number, if we divide by 3, if we divide by 3, the remainder, then remainder would be always 0 or 1. I'll show you, I'll give the example also. Then the remainder is either 0 or 1. Now, what do you mean by that? Okay, say suppose any perfect square number, let's say 64, if we'll divide by 3. So 3, what's that? 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, and then 1 is left over, isn't it? 64 if we'll divide. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to write like this way. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll just show you what I mean by that. If we divide 64, then it get cancelled 21, and the remainder is, okay, the remainder would be 1, isn't it? Remainder would be 1. Or you can take any perfect square, like, okay, say 81, if we'll divide it by 3, it get cancelled completely. 27 3s are 81, so the remaining would be 0. You understood, guys? So either remainder would be 0 or 1. You can take any big 5 digit, 10 digit, 15 digit perfect square number, and if we'll divide that by 3, the remainder is always either 0 or 1. Did you understand what is this property number 8? Is it very, very simple? You take any perfect square number, and if we divide it by 3, the remainder would be always 0 or 1. Okay, now what is the next thing is ninth, one very important thing. Okay, I'll tell you why this property holds. Why this property holds. Someone's asking, so why it's so. I'll surely help you. Just hold on. Stay tuned till the end. Okay, what is this ninth property? It's very important, guys. Okay, now what is a square minus b square? I hope everyone must have learned by now this. What is a square minus b square? And if you have not learned, no worries. इसके बाद वाला जो चैप्टर रहेगा क्यूब्स एंड क्यूब्स, and उसके बाद रहेगा we will learn factors of factorization chapter. Okay, so what is we've learned in a square minus b square? It's a plus b into a minus b. A minus b. We must have learned this in expansion chapter also in standard 7th, right? Okay, nahi pada, no problem. This is a this is not the property of squares and square roots, but there is some relation between this formula and in that property. And now what is this property? Look at this. The property of the perfect square is this. If we'll do the perfect square, n plus 1 the whole square minus preceding number. Okay, n plus 1 is like the succeeding number, and uske pehle wala number hota hai n square. And now if we'll subtract these two perfect square number, okay, like any two consecutive numbers का square करते हैं और उसका subtraction लेते हैं, it will turn out as n plus 1 plus n. You understood? Or else you can do that addition of the two numbers, because the subtraction just become 1, isn't it? That's the property. Now people are asking, sir, why is this and how is this? Simple. Look at this. Like, say suppose if I'll do like 8 square minus 7 square. What is 8 square minus 7 square? It would be always 8 plus 7. Did you understand what is the property? 8 square minus 7 square would be always 8 plus 7 if they are consecutive. When it is possible, if they are consecutive number, it can't be like 8 square and 10 square would be like this 8 plus 10. वो नहीं होगा. You understood? If they are consecutive number 8 and 7, then the difference between their squares is always the sum of those two numbers. Then the sum of those two numbers. Did you understood? You can take any other example also. So this could be 15. You want to check it out? 8 square is 64 and 7 square is 14, and if you subtract it, the sum is 15. Isn't it? You got it. Okay, anyway, the another example, you can do 13 square minus 12 square, because these two are consecutive number, isn't it? So what will be the difference between them? It's just 13 plus 12. That's it. Isn't it simple? 13 plus 12 turn out as 25. You want to check that out? Okay, look. 13 square is 169, 144, and the difference is 25. Oh, wow, that's nice. This example reminds me something. This example reminds me Pythagorean triplet. So Pythagorean triplet is one another very interesting. What is Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet. By the way, this is not this topic, but it just I remembered, so I'm mentioning to you. Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. What is this Pythagorean triplet? Triplet. Okay. Pythagorean triplet is this: like any right angle triangle, in any right angle triangle, if you choose the sides, say suppose this is 3, this is 4, then this is 5, has to be like this way. This is called as Pythagorean triplet. Why? If you do 3 square and if you do 4 square, that adds up to 5 square, isn't it? Check that out. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, and 5 square is 25. Is that so? This is called as Pythagorean triplet. 3, 4, 5. Now, the best part of the Pythagorean triplet is these are all tips, guys. Pythagorean triplets got double karo 6, 8, 10. This is also Pythagorean triplet. Matlab, if you just do the size gets enlarged, it get doubled or tripled, still it will remain the Pythagorean triplet, isn't it? You can do triple of these also. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. These all are Pythagorean triplets. What do you mean by that? If we do 9 square is 81. 12 square will become 144, and if you'll add that, it has to be equals to 225. Check that out. 225 is 15 square. I hope you understood what is Pythagorean triplet, guys. Any doubts or any difficulties? So guys, this is something very interesting. And one more important thing, yeah, as I mentioned to you all, why this property hold, property number 8 hold. If any perfect square number is divided by 3, then the remainder is 1 or 0. The reason behind that is ये जो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर होते क्या है, बेसिकली परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर होते क्या है पता है बच्चों? परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर्स होते हैं, दे आर द एडिशन ऑफ कंसेक्यूटिव ऑड नंबर्स. परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर होते क्या है? कंसेक्यूटिव कंसेक्यूटिव ऑड नंबर्स, कंसेक्यूटिव ऑड नंबर्स सम होता है, isn't it? Perfect square. Okay, people are saying sir consecutive or some पता नहीं चला. Simple. One का one is like only one number, so one. इसके बाद what is the next odd number after one? Obviously 3. So 1 plus 3 that becomes 4. Okay, so that's a 2 square because this is 1 square. 2 square. Are you getting the relation? Okay, let's see one more thing. 3 square. So we'll have to have take 3 odd numbers. 1, 3, and a 5. That will add up to that one. 9. Isn't it 3 square? Yeah, that's nice. Isn't it beautiful? It's seriously beautiful, guys. Maths is really beautiful subject. So you must see the beauty in that. Okay, what is 4 square? I'll have to do 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus, what's the next odd number? 7, isn't it? And now if we'll do that addition, we're going to find that the next odd number. So if you will divide these all numbers by either 3, if you divide this any number by 3, you're going to get always the, because they are odd numbers, if you divide it by 3, you will either get a perfect, like say that there are some odd numbers when we divide by 3, say like जैसे कि 9 है या फिर multiples of 9, there the remainder would be 0, and all other numbers, because they are odd number, the remainder is 1. I hope you understood this very basic simple math. Isn't it? So you can take any number, any number. So okay, now over here I will give you all one exercise. Can you derive the formula for n square? Ha ha ha! What would be there? How many numbers would be over here, and how many, or what will be the answer over here? Yeah, that's your exercise for this today's video. Okay. Anyway, see you in the next video with few example based on these properties. I hope guys you enjoyed learning along with me all the properties of these perfect squares, isn't it? If you have not understood something, rewind this video, watch it again, and get mastery. Till then, bye bye, and see you in the next video with all the example based on that. Okay.